All right. Grunts. I think they're A. B for Rocket Bot. Let's see. Is this T1AA? Like it to me. T1A is S tier. The chat overlay. Oh yeah. Hold up. Resbot S plus. Yeah, Resbot S plus. 100%. Old thug. Bulked up thug. Yeah, thug is here. All right. Okay, we're all here. The homies are here. Good. Now, radar bot. Radar bot A tier. Radar bot's super good. People sleep on the radar bot. This guy, we're gonna. I think so. Before buff, probably D tier. I think now it's probably B. Termite. Sorry, termites. You're D tier. Easy S plus. Mammies S plus. Any day of the week. I will fight you. I will fight you about it. Easy S plus. Rocketbot. You feel like they're? I feel like they're B tier though. Like they're. I guess. I mean, because I guess it's not. It's not really in the context of just early game. Like Rocketbots, they're fine, but like you got to make them. They're not like bad though. It's not a Janus. I mean, T2.5 out of T2 Labs always good. I'm just not. We're not going to tell the mammies that you called them T2.5. Sumo. Sumo. All right. Sumos. See, somebody put a Discord thread out there talking about how sumos were fried. It's called Sumos Need More HP or Anything, and I agree. And Rocco's almost only option after 3 minutes on mid. Yeah, and the thing with Rocco's, it's like you have like 2 options, right? Or something. You have like 3 options. What else are you gonna pick with the bot lab? I don't know. It doesn't seem. It's not. It seems unspecial. Sumo. It's D tier or it's sprinter tier. It's one of these two. Is it worse than termite? I see people make sumos all the time, and I want to like sumos, man. I do. The nostalgia from TA is strong, but I don't know, man. I never build them. I never build them. Sumos are better than fiends? True, and I make neither unit. I make neither. Wait for fiends. Wait for fiends. I'm sure that's going to be controversial. Sumo Sheldon push is brutal. Yeah, I used to do that, but I just don't do it anymore. Maybe in 1v1 or something. I don't tend to need to build them ever. You think Rocco's in B? What do you... Hi, low? What do you think? You think A? Like, they're good early game. All right, we're gonna sleep on this. All right, Scuttle boys, Scuttle. We have to factor in a lot of there are a lot of angles here, right? So you have the like how much damage does it do angle, how useful is it angle, but then you have like the emotional damage axis. Yeah, emotional damage. Thank you, Mr. Miyagi. Exactly, emotional damage category is crazy with a Scuttle. Static Offense, thanks for the $5, dude. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. Scuttle is the emotional damage S. It's either S or it's S plus. I feel like S. Sometimes it's like it's S, but it's like sometimes it's S plus. You know what I mean? I don't know. It could be S plus all the time. I could be convinced. I'm pretty 50-50, but I'm more like an S plus direction. When you're gaming with a Scuttle though, it's over. Scuttles are crazy. They are a lot of E.
What began as a conflict over the transfer of consciousness from flesh to machines.
Cheer 100, is this a tier list for op lobbies or just in general?
This is like in any lobby. Okay, we're gonna put Scuttle in S plus.
Nicely done right there from Not Real. Keeping cool.
How Trasher is S? Dude, how is it not? T1AA? Totally slept on. Totally S tier. All right. These are A. Twitcher, A tier. Very good unit. Very good. Very good. Ducks, D. That's my initial thought. C tier. Scuttle is D tier in a new lobby. Twitcher S tier, really? Yeah, I never make them. Makes fiends and rattles, yeah. Commando, oh no. So Commando, this is what I want. I want to make Commando S tier. I want Commando to be S tier, but it is Sprinter tier. You know what I mean? Like I really want that, but it's just not. It is just not. It's a non-unit. Ducks OP. You think ducks are an A? I hate making ducks. Ducks are one of the worst feeling units. Twitchers are good. I mean, an A. You think they're a B though? Twitchers a B? Nah, I don't know. They're pretty strong. Commando. So like Commando, I agree. Set of comments. So Commando has the same energy as the Scuttle, but it's all just like what you wish this. Like it's just like what you wish it was gonna. You could do with it, but it's just it doesn't materialize into anything. Jammerbot, A tier. The Jug. Oh man. It's a C or a D. D. Jug's D tier. Yeah, I think D is very reasonable. It's not Sprinter tier because it has the swag factor. Like at least it's cool, right? It has that going for it, and you know it's somewhat useful, but it is. You think C tier for the Jug really? Is Duck the same? Honestly, I could see C tier. Yeah, I could see C tier. Duck is so cheap for metal. Ducks are a fortune. And ducks out trading destroyers is not a defense of ducks. Your expensive T2 unit that beats a T1 unit is not a defense of that unit. But it does stall T1 really well. Shiva. All right. Okay, everyone. Okay. Okay. The Shiva boys is a D tier unit. It is a D tier unit. You can come after me for it. It's a D tier unit. Stop making them. They're terrible. It's a terrible unit. That is all. All right, these are the same. Shiva for last. Okay. I'll put Shiva over here. And maybe I'll make up my mind. But I had it at D. I'll see if I can change my mind. I may need to. We might shuffle it, but it's a terrible unit. All right, we have these constructors. Let's get these out of the way. AA hover. AA hover. They're kind of expensive, and you have to have a hover lab, but they're not useless. So probably C tier. Should be S. You think AA hover? I never make them. Never make them. I think B. I could see B as well. Parker gonna be fun. Yeah, in the YouTube video. That's funny. Platy. Platy's B. I think Platy's a B tier. But B tier, but situationally, I don't know. I feel like Platy goes from C to A. Basically. In here, it just depends on if you're doing it right. But I have to say though, most usages of Platies that I see in the lobbies I play in, which is filled with people who should know better, most usage I see of Platies is D tier. It's like the wrong use. People build them at the wrong time and use them for the wrong thing, and they are D tier units a lot of the time. But I think if you use them correctly, they're B. Oh, I guess we can order them in this way as well. I'll have to keep that in mind. We can do that at the end, maybe. Why is it T1AA bot S tier? It is. Okay, maybe it's A tier. It's A tier. Okay. We'll do A tier. It is OP though. It is OP. This is oh man. Crocodile. These are bad. These are bad. Yeah, are there even good hovers? I mean, honestly, no. Hovers are just bad. They're just all D tier. Shell shockers. Issue with wait, what's my issue with which ones? Dooku? Platties? Or the hovers? Because the hovers, it's that they're really, really expensive and really bad at what they do. Sprinter tier? We think hovers are sprinter tier? I do also not make hovers, so I could be persuaded. Platties? Yeah, yeah, that's why. Platties basically, people just use platties wrong. Likely the best hover, but that's like... Crocodile is 150% of the price of a stout and 75% of the stats? Yeah. Wait, no. Dude, you think crocodiles are on par with frigates? The problem with that is they can't even hit the frigates. The frigates just farm them for free, dude. Yeah, best out of the... Exactly, Bob, yeah. How large of a donation does it take for me to play a Hover Supreme game? Oh my, I have no idea. Yeah, dude, these are bad. We'll review these in a sec, in case we need to shuffle them around. Let's try to get through some of these. There are a bunch of units, so we gotta move through them, and then we can reorder some of them. Shell shockers. They're not bad units. They're super niche, and that makes them feel kind of bad sometimes. They're probably B tier. There is a time that you should build them, and they're okay at what they do. This is the same. This is a jammer bot. Oh, T2 torp launcher. Is this for stream? No, this is in general. In general. Can't they outrange HLT? Yeah. These shell shockers can. Yeah, this is like in the whole scope of the game, not just for Supreme. Just like as a unit. Is it on the build it, on the never build it, to the you should build it whenever possible? No, T2 torp launcher? T2 torp launcher is probably A tier. Somewhere in here. Mass shell shockers as a frontline unit. Yeah. Whereas ticks are they're in here. They're in here. We haven't gotten to ticks yet. Radar plane. Sure. I guess. B tier. Wolverine underrated. Yeah, I'm gonna whatever shell shocker is, Wolverine's gonna be above it. Titan. I mean, Titan's like it's like a best in slot unit, right? Like how can you not make it S plus? I want to make it S, but it's like the unit that you make when you want to win the game. So I don't know. You can't get around the fact that you just make them to win game. You know, like they have to be S plus. Beamer S tier. That's a pretty. Beamers are a pretty easy. S. We have S plus for Beamer. We have S. We have S or S plus. I could go. I don't know about S plus. Beamers are very good though. Very, very good. S at most. Okay. Yeah. The oh, it's a con. Okay, we're not doing cons. Oh, dude, the Hornet. Dude, Hornets, man. The sprinter tier unit. I hate that. Hornets are another unit that I want to like, but I'm forced to not like because they're unbuildable. They're super cool in some situations, but they're basically a non-unit because they cost 1250 metal, I think. It's something crazy. But they're really fun. An extra fun unit. I'd say not extra fun, but a fun unit nonetheless. Beamers are S plus because they save you from scuttles, true. But you can do that with an LLT. Beamer T2 wall. Yeah, that is super strong. Why does ARM have Hornet and Roughneck? Oh, I have no idea. They basically just have Roughneck because nobody builds Hornets. What's the deal with the Shiva? Because I'm thinking about where to put it. I think they're very good in 1v1. Do people play 1v1? S plus for Beamers? Okay, there's a lot of... Okay, we may have to come back to... We're going to come back to Beamer. It's S or S plus. I'll think about it. I agree that it is either S or S plus, but I'm not really sure yet. All right, Roughnecks. They're probably D tier. I feel like they're terrible. They're a unit like I make when I have to, you know. Like if I can't make any other unit, it's like the only unit that it's like the only unit I have that I need to do the thing with. D tier, yeah. Or do you guys? Yay or nay? I don't think they're sprinter tier. They have a rare use case. The main issue is that they're in the ARM T2 lab, and you just shouldn't make that in general, probably. Until, you know, very niche points in the game. Should I do... I did do Beamer. I almost need to do I don't know. How can I rate buildings and regular units too? I feel like I can. No, I feel like I can. These are S shocky turrets. Most turrets you build in the game. The Beamers, yeah, me too. LRPC is S tier as well. I agree. We should... One of these is a decoy. Armcom. Doesn't say which one of these is a decoy. Interesting. I don't know. Doesn't matter. We can come back to that later. All right, we have a bunch of cons. Oh, Abductor. Abductor. The turtle's like his D tier. The turtle, dude. Okay. Turtle gets D tier for the aura, and that is all. That is why it gets D tier and not sprinter tier for the aura. It has emotional damage. True. That's I totally agree, and for that I will raise it to D tier. But it is pretty much under no circumstances should you build this unit. Yeah, you should build Turtle when you have a lot of money and you want to have fun. Abductor, yeah, it's S tier. It's fast, too fast, stunny. I could be convinced it's S plus as well. I mean, what? Stuns everything. S plus, yeah, if it has a comm in it, it's S plus. So it has like, it's like S, but it's weighted to S plus. We'll put it up here at the top of S. There's a Shiva somewhere. Okay, we'll put it. Shiva's down here. Here you go, hits. Perfect placement. Okay, we'll come back to Shiva. Need to see how charitable I feel. I did place it. Has a lot of meme potential. True, yeah, it has high meme potential. Meme potential is very important. That's another important axis. Turtles with a 50% HP boost would still be bad. Dude, that'd be a crazy amount of HP. Turtles have so much HP. All right, we have anemones. Probably A. These are pretty good. They are pretty good. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Mark. Their HP to metal cost is pretty high. Pretty chunky. Is it better than a Shiva though, Mark? Pulsars? Not S, but I would give Pulsars an A. They're solid at what they do. They're often the correct choice. Could be S. Better HP wise, DPS. Yeah, okay, I got you. That makes sense. Wall. I was about to say wall. Yeah, walls are freaking OP, dude. They're super OP. Yeah. What in the world? At 100% S plus. They fit the T1 wall fits right in with the Resbot, man. Wall, yeah, wall. Freaking T1 wall. True. Wall tier 100%. All right, but for our purposes, okay, S plus. I agreed. We have EMP launcher. EMP launcher is really strong. I'm going. It's one of these. A is A too low? S or S plus? I do feel that. Easy S. Okay. I agree. It is very good. Like you saw, it was freaking cooking me last game. It does, yeah. It does have a ton of build cost. Takes forever. And if you miss, it's really unfortunate. Butler, S plus. 100%. S plus unit. Best in slot unit for making windmill. Or is it just S? S or S plus? Seawall. Seawall, bro. Who makes seawalls? I know they're good for stopping like torpedoes and stuff, but I generally don't make them. Sea flak. It's all right. But I rarely make it because flak boat. Probably C. This isn't completely useless, but it feels like it is. The CHLT, they're pretty bad. They do kind of not die if you repair them, but it is a pretty niche. Pretty niche. T1 figs. T1 figs are what? What is a T1 fig? Panic placement. Yeah, totally agree. Conky, it's like, oh, I can't make a boat. I may as well make a CHLT. All my boats are dead. Like, yeah, it's like a last resort unit, just like this, just like a roughneck. We think B. I feel like B is fair for T1 figs. Easy B. Yeah. It's just like I mean, what else are you gonna build, right? Flak. Flak's probably A tier. It's good. Not like it's free though, but it is good. Blitz is A tier. I agree. Yeah, Blitz A tier, 100%. C mine. The C mine. D tier. Yeah, it's C or D. Do Titans even? I think they do. I think they hit the sea mines. This is just a nettle. I don't care to do. Is this a sea nettle? What is this? Interesting. Looks like a floating. Whoa. Why do I hear bar noises? Anyway. What was it called? I don't know what this is. It looks like one of those AA units that I don't build because I build nettles instead. The sea ferret? Yeah, sea ferret. Not in the game. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm getting debated over here, dude. Nettle, A tier. Yup. A tier. Nettles are solid, and they're solid from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. Yeah, Nettle's OP. Could be S tier. But we'll leave it at A. Guardian, or whatever it's called. I don't know why the TA name of this one is stuck in my head. Nettle's better than Manticore? Yeah, every day of the week. Every day of the week. For the metal, yeah. I would rather have some nettles, probably. Yeah, the new Manticore is better. I haven't used it enough. How Trasher is an S tier? It's because of the metal, dude. It's because they're so cheap. You can make a bunch of them really quick. They take like no build power to make, and you just crank them out and spread them all over the map, and they murder everything. Yeah, maybe this is better. I haven't built them that much since they buffed them. Yeah, they're pretty fast too. Yeah, Manticore is practically stationary, true. Let's see. All right, let's keep going. This is probably D tier. C or D. Thoughts? Yeah, the Manticore is better than it used to be. Yeah, let me turn. Yeah, the bar thing is distracting me. Yeah, I've made Manticores a few times, and man, they feel rough. I need to make them a few more times to try them out. So there's a baby. Time to go night night, sweetie. Okay. All right, Big Nugget's going to bed. Nugget S tier, true. Nugget OP. All right, now back to the tier list. Gauntlet, C tier. Yeah, Gauntlet has a use. It has a use. It's kind of meh, but it does have a use. I wouldn't give it B tier. All right, I think we're good so far. This probably S. Yeah, S. Arm, A. B. A. It's better than a T1 fig, but you should probably, I don't know. It's still, yeah. Probably like that. Sumos have 30% more HP per metal than Mammoth. Yeah, but their range is terrible. HLT? What about HLT? Is the HLT B tier? Feels B tier to me. If Sneaky Pete was still sneaky, then it's probably A tier. All right, jammer unit. Very situational. Yeah, situational. Yeah, B tier is a good place. We need to put the situational sorts of units in B tier. You know, I think that's good. Or some of them anyway. Janus, all right. It's S or it's S plus. S plus. Janus. Janus is OP. I'm gonna give it S plus for now because of all of the salt and crying that people have done about Janus forever. Because Janus is like early game. Janus is pretty terrifying, right? It can contest. It can kill comms. Kills like all ground units, unless you micro rocket bots halfway decently. It'll kill those too. It does fall off mid-late game, but you do see people spam them to kill groups of marauders, which I find incredibly questionable, but I have seen that before. Yeah, vision. Yeah, with whistlers too. S plus doesn't feel too controversial. What about banshees? Banshees feel D tier? Are banshees sprinter tier? Oh no. D tier? How are the tiers defined? Map game mode. It's like the tier, it's like in general for any game mode. Doesn't matter. Across the average across every game mode. D tier? Okay, D tier. Yeah, I feel like D tier's fair. LLTs. LLTs are probably A tier. LLTs are really strong. A tier? Yeah. LLT very strong. Yeah, really good early game, really good value. The Starlight. All right. So Starlight pre nerf was probably more like SS plus, but I feel like it's S to S now. Thoughts? Starlight still feels very strong. Between A and S, yeah. Starlight. S seems legit. It is very strong. S minus, okay. Yeah, I feel that. I do feel that. Mausers? Mausers are probably A tier for me. They're strong and they have a really strong timing on a lot of maps. A or B? Yeah, I would give it an A minus. I'll keep it down towards the bottom. It is extremely cheap. I agree. It is extremely cheap. Hound. It's a hound if good. it's what it wishes a hound was. I think they're S. I don't feel like they're S. They're not as good as Starlights are. They can be strong, but I don't think they're probably A tier. Screamers are very situational, but they are extremely expensive and often get no value. D tier? Feels C. Yeah, C to me. YouTube chat is very delayed. I don't know. Yeah, screamers on Holdfire can do very well. I agree, but they're so expensive, and they have and if you have them on Holdfire, the APM requirement that you get a hold of them by the time that you're still alive. So they're very hard to use and very expensive. Rocket truck. Rocket trucks they're 1,000 metal. They're pretty expensive. Are they B? I feel like they're A minus. They're very strong, but they're very situational. The range is very good, but they're so situational. They're really just good for killing pork and people who can't micro Starlights. For goons. S++ is goon tier. A tier. I give them an A tier. They are good at what they are meant to be good at. And yeah, should build them. Mines. This is like a medium. This is a medium mine. Here, real quick. So, rocket hover. It's probably a C. It's a C or a D. Somewhere in here. Like, you shouldn't be making hovers to begin with, but if you are going to make hovers, mines are sprinter tier. Are mines sprinter tier? Really? Light mines are sprinter tier for sure. It is best at T1, but it's T1.5. House of Fortune. Medium mines are not sprinter tier. I agree. Yeah, medium mines are probably D tier. Maybe even C tier. Yeah, rocket hovers can do work. That's you can make them like sumos can do work. These all can kill things, but I don't feel like generally you should probably build them. Heavy mine sprinter tier. I never build them. I think it's a T2 converter. Oh, it's a building. Never mind. Mexes. These are okay. We're gonna leave out the economic buildings. Scouts. E1 scouts. S really? See, I don't think so. They're bad. That's the problem. They're bad. I don't like it's not a good it's like not a good unit. That's my problem with the scout. It's like you make it like it might as well be roughneck. It might as well be D tier. Like hear me out. All right. You make them because you have to, not because you want to. But it's not cheap. That's my problem with them. Is they're actually really expensive. I don't know if it's D tier. The problem with scouts is that they don't. You are like basically guaranteed for it to die. It's like a suicide mission, and it's expensive. Basically, it's OP. Like it's S tier if nobody has AA. Doesn't self D just make it disappear anyway? Land. If you land, okay, I could see that. That would be pretty OP. All right, I'm gonna put it in C tier for now. I don't think they're good. I think that they should have more LOS. Scouting is too hard, and they're not good enough. Arm bombers. B tier. They're Are they B tier? S minus, S plus? Really? We have a C and an S plus. C is pretty reasonable. All right, C is reasonable because you have to have an arm lab to build them, and you probably shouldn't do that anyway. And then, yeah, they're probably C tier. They're gonna be C tier for now. Nettles, they're gonna go up here with these. See this and decide they'll never make scouts again. Oh no. I'm not saying you shouldn't make scouts. I'm just saying scouts are bad at being scouts. That is all. E1 arm bombers C tier. All right, what about seaplane gunships though? Arm seaplane gunship? A, S? A or S? Could be A. I feel like it's A. It can't be S because you have to make a seaplane lab. B even? B? A, B? I could be... I could see B. Yeah, seaplanes are so niche. I like B. I like B. I would do bombers as well. I'll put the bombers here too. It's like they're cool and all. I get it. They drop their bombs close together. They're kind of fast. One of these days I might actually play bar instead of just watching. What's up, Benjamin? Thanks for the $5, dude. Appreciate it. They feel fun. I agree. They do feel fun. But we have B. Okay, we have B for the gunship. What about bomber? Bomber feels like a B. Arm bomber. It's just a seaplane thing, you know? They're good for a very, very small window. Seaplane fighters. I hate building seaplane fighters, man. I hate building them. I hate, like, they take so much E. They're such a pain to build. Do I need to put a mobile anti-nuke in this? I think I'm gonna not. Doesn't seem that fun or interesting. Core or arm for GOC? Let's just be core because their boats are better. All right. Radar plane though? Seaplane radar plane. I feel like seaplane's radar plane is pretty strong. But you still have to have a seaplane lab. But you do get it really early. You can get like a lot of it. It's probably like your, I don't know. Go with like an A. Is B? Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like these are good, the seaplane radars, because they have, well, it's just like, it can be very strong when they show up. Nukes. Thoughts? Are nukes? This A or it's S tier? S? I'm down for S. I honestly think they're a little bit too good. I've said that a lot of times. Ends a lot of games, yeah. Yeah, it's on up there. It's wherever the LRPC is, it's like they're in the same boat. Yeah, agreed. We're not doing economic buildings. Rag's probably like a B tier unit. Like it ends games, but it's very expensive. No, is it B? Probably A. Yeah. Rag is probably an A tier unit. I do feel like it is a little bit too good though, which makes me want to put it in S tier, but also not. I don't know. Yeah, most cowardly in-game unit, 100%. Yeah, and in that way, it is a lot like the nuke. Could have won with anything else. Yeah. But I feel like it should be, I don't know. I'm gonna put it, it's gonna be high A. Because for the value that you can get from it, even though you could have won in another way, it does seem like it's too easy. You can like make it from the safety of your base and just kill the other team. Like that's crazy. Like you don't have to walk out, you don't have to leave your base and you just win the game. Like, yeah, it's. Watch one of your videos. How do you build? Build queue on the right of the screen? Should be an option in the interface settings. I also need to build 12 APHIS, true. Yeah, it's not cheap. Spoders. All right, remember Spoders got nerfed because they were really strong. Spoders post nerf. I don't really make them anymore. I think they're B. I think they're B tier. Are they B tier? Are they B tier? A transport boat? Yeah, I wish transport boats were a thing. I totally agree. C tier now? I could, yeah, it's a B or C. I'll put it down towards the bottom. Post nerf is C. Yeah, I could see that. We'll go C. We'll go C. Mobile flak truck. Flak truck is pretty much like the go-to AA unit. A tier? Everything A? S? Yeah, I'm in the A or S department. They're very strong. I mean, they might even be like best AA unit. They do have less DPS than the stationary flak, but I mean, yeah, they're really good. Make them every late game. That should probably be S. Right. Yeah. So it's the same with Titans. You know, very in the similar thing to them. I feel like S is probably where they're at. Arm bombers, they're D tier. We think C for arm bomber. S plus plus. Oh my. Oh geez. Okay, they're gonna be D tier. All right, EMP bomber. EMP bomber feels B tier to me. Feels B tier. They're very expensive. And yeah, they're in the ARM lab. They're very expensive. A lot of times they do really well, but I do see across like all the games I've played with them, a lot of times they get no value. EMP bomb, the anti-nuke. Yeah, right. Yeah, they do have a use. They're not a useless unit. 100%. They're not useless. Yeah, they're definitely not useless, but they are. I never built them. Even the Marauders are coming. I don't know. I don't ever build them for that anymore. They used to be good for that, but then they nerfed them, and then I just stopped building them. Yeah, I would build Abductors before I build Stilettos now. For Marauders, because yeah, they're so derpy now. They used to be way more interesting to micro. Seekers? All right, it's a hover. All right, it's a hover. So you had to make a hover lab. But this is one of the best hover units. B tier? I think B tier. Yeah, B tier for the scout hovers. They do get damage, right? I'll think of your games. They do get damage. They're reasonable. All right, the T2. This is a T1 torp launcher. T1 torp launcher is probably B. They're good. Could be A, honestly. I could be convinced. They're like high Bs. They trade. I mean, they like they outtrade ducks, bro. Like they're so cheap. Yeah, I could be convinced that they're A tier. They're B plus. I think they're better than T2 torps. I don't know about that. No, T2 torps are expensive, but T2 torps will make S tier. They do feel like an LLT to me. All right, they're gonna go next to LLT. They're similarly like good and useful, like an LLT would be, but maybe even more. Yeah, T2 torps, dude. T2 torps will make a lot of ships turn around. A lot of ships will turn around when they see a T2 torp launcher. Cheap for T1 torps very cheap for DPS, 100%. It beats the crap out of anything underwater, and then except for like the long range sub, which is 2,000 metal. So yeah, it's up here. I think it's a high A. It's very strong, and people sleep on it. We're going to skip the commanders. I feel like these are basically the same. One of these has better stats. I don't. Is it the core one? We'll just do that. All right, we're not doing constructors. Here we go, boys. What about the bulwark? Is the bulwark better than the pulsar? Where did I even put the pulsar? Probably A tier, didn't I? Yeah. I'm gonna put it below the pulsar. Because the pulsar is scary. I don't have the same fear of the bulwark. We even think B tier. I do see that. Bulwark, pulsar. Pay more for less with the bulwark. I don't know as far as HP. The bulwark has anti-spam with it. Yeah, high B. I could see that. Put it in like middle B. Middle B for bulwark. We have, this was here somewhere. These are like the same. I feel like I shouldn't put multiples of the same ones in here. Pulsar with T2 walls is OP, 100%. Pulsar is terrifying, dude. Like, yeah, you want to talk about turning around when you see something. Pulsar's like, hello. All your stuff's about to disappear. Chainsaw? Or not chainsaw, but you know what I mean. Eradicator or whatever. I think A tier. I'd put it next to flak. Mostly for accessibility. A lot of times you have T1 cons and you don't have T2. And they're pretty good. But they do taper off. Like late game when you need to kill lots of stuff, you should be making flak. What is this? Are walls in here? Oh, walls. Oh, yeah. T2 walls. T2 walls. S plus. S plus. Thoughts? T2 walls are insane. S plus. S plus plus. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna put it in S plus. T2 walls go pretty hard. Right, yeah, I can literally stop T3. BP attack. Yeah, it's yeah, they're very strong. Totally agree. What about, all right, we already did one of these. I do believe. Water HLT. Yeah, T2 walls are they're good. T2 walls are very good. This is not in the game. Sea nettle. Sea nettle's up here. Water HLT is D tier. It's right here. So we did those. Twin guard. Twin guard's not as awesome as a beamer. Is twin guard still S tier though? Or is it A tier? What about, oh, B tier, twin guard. I feel like twin guard's probably A. Twin guard seems like A. Middle A tier. It's not as cool as beamer. Because beamers can sit behind T2 walls. Full DPS. Turtle tank should be C. No. We did HLT. HLT is B tier. We did water flak. It's C tier. This is the seaplane radar. We did that. LRPC. Here, we can put it right in front because its range is a little bit longer. What about... What is this? Herp? I don't even know what that is. Okay, we're gonna skip that. Looks like a seawall. We did these. We did LLT. They're basically the same. Didn't do mobile anti. These are sprinter tier. Are they sprinter tier? Are these sprinter tier? Do you guys build these? I don't even know what they're called. You think D tier? They're the funny AAs that aren't chainsaws. I never build them. A SAM, yeah, a SAM, right. I'm like a nettle or chainsaw kind of guy. Bomb resistance, true. True, they don't. I don't feel like bomb resistance really comes up very much. I think chainsaws are bomb resistant as well. Yeah, I think I have to put them. So I have to put them in sprinter tier because I never build them. They're good if you can't get a chainsaw. Yeah, but what if you just made nettles instead? That's what I do. Like I would suggest that you should make nettles and not SAMs. When they bomb your AA, you're pretty cooked. Use them to counter comm drops. Early T2 spammable. I feel like these take. I think these take a lot of build power though. They don't just like appear, you know. What's up, Thomas? Haven't watched in a while. How's it going? It's going good, dude. It's going good. If you're on the YouTubes, I'm changing up the YouTube stuff a little bit, so there's that. And kill heavy trans quickly. Okay, I'll give you. Okay, well, I'll give you D tier, but only because you said so, Mark. You've persuaded me. All right, flamey turret. Yeah, no major patch though recently. Flamey turret. I feel like shocky turret is better than flamey turret, but they're both OP. True? False? A tier. Mark tag on the same hill. All right, what else do we have in here? This is a mine. We already have it. There's sprinter tier. We got it. Poison arrow. Poison arrow has aura. Poison arrow is. So we have the turtle, right? But it's better than a turtle. But turtles have aura too. Is a wide turtle. It has a lot of AoE. But its turret turn speed is so infuriating. All right, we did this one already. Amphibious Czar. Yeah, just with less fire rate, a little less range, I guess. All right, we did the Screamer. Did Nettle. Stealth Detector, we'll just skip that. All right, Core Transport. Core Transport is probably, what is it, A tier? I don't know, it can't be S tier. It's got a ton of HP. Core Transport, Core T2 Trans. But if you put a comm in it, dude, it's just going to end up in your base. That feels OP. Wait, the nerfs? Maybe I missed those. I haven't built one in a million years. I never build them. I don't think it can be. It can't be. No, it really can't be A tier. So I never build them. It is decent at being a transport though. Maybe B tier? Yeah, they're chunky boys. Very hard to kill. Dude, there's so many units. We're getting there though. We're actually not that far away. We gotta zoom through these because we gotta reorder them. In case we have to reorder them. Trimmer. Okay, we have Rattle. Rattle's gonna be. Rattle's probably A tier. Trimmer has aura. Trimmer is B. Trimmer would be C tier, but because Trimmer's a great time, we gotta go B. Gotta go B tier because it is scary too. In some situations, a Trimmer is pretty scary. Core Fig is S tier. Yeah. I would say it's S or S plus. It's best in slot. It is like the best unit at what it does, basically. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Core 1, the Core T1 Fig, better than the ARM one. Tac Nuke. Tac Nuke A tier? S tier? A tier? I could be, yeah, I give Tac Nuke a high A. Scorpion. These are A. A on short range. ARM T1 Fig's underrated. Yeah, okay, yeah, Scorpion though. I think, yeah, Scorpion A tier. They're good at what they do. They're pretty scary. All right. Yeah, we have plenty of radar ones in there already. We have the rocket hover in there. The core seaplane gunship. If the ARM one is a B, then it's a C or a D. Sprinter's fair enough. Yeah, I never build them. It is bad. It is bad. 100% it is bad. This looks like an ARM T1 bomber. Or no, this is an ARM T1 bomber. This is something weird. I don't know what that is. I guess we're doing transports. T1 trans. Pretty probably S tier, don't you think? T1 trans. Very strong. As far as like what you can do with it. S plus even. Old scout model. Yeah, I think it is the old scout model. It said I right clicked and inspected on it and it said it was the I think that was the old name. Okay. For torpedo bomber? Probably B tier. It feels bad. It's okay at what it does. But the way like the torpedoes swing around and stuff is so annoying. It does a lot of damage though. Like you can kill stuff. You can definitely kill stuff with it, but I would put the ARM one above it. Quaker. Quaker's A tier. Quaker or Mauser though. Quaker because of aura. God above mid tier. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do like Quakers better than Mausers though. What about this? What is that? Is that a seaplane? Torpedo plane? Yeah, negotiator's this guy. We already have this guy, ambassador right here, so we're gonna call that good. It's the same. This is seaplane torp. Actually, I didn't realize this until now. I can make this bigger. Hey, hello. Let's go, baby. Dang, that would have been a cool idea a second ago. Heck yeah. Now you can actually see. Maybe maybe too much. Seaplane torp gunship. Yeah, feels probably B tier. This is a seaplane. Be it a flagship or a naval flag in equal resource. They do feel pretty strong occasionally. It is good on. I agree. It is good on water. Maybe A tier. I'll give it A tier. All right, we got lashers. Lashers as a unit kills air and ground pretty well. But is it B though? I don't know, man. We'll go high B. Goons. Yeah, high B. Goons are S tier. Oh my. All right, here's all the controversial ones. All right, we're down in here. We got incisors. A tier. Honestly, they're like high A tier. I don't know. They keep changing the values on them, and I don't ever make core vehicles, so maybe they're not. But they're really strong. A or S, best in class. Yeah, I would rank them as a high A. Even though I don't make them very often. We're gonna put these. Wait, what? All right, we did this. Seaplane bomber. It's like the same. Salamanders. Salamanders are pretty high. Salamanders are probably S tier still. Even though they've been nerfed quite hard, they're still probably S tier. They're like a make every game sort of unit. Shuris are they S tier though? The bomber that's objectively worse? Yeah, but that's alright. S tier? I'm like high A on Shuris. I'm not as like people like talk about Shuris like they're just God's gift, and I don't get it, man. Somebody who plays a lot of air, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Whenever I see someone make a lot of Shuris, I'm like, cool, I'm gonna kill you now. I think that's poorly understood across the bar player base. Oh, chonky hover tier, dude. Yeah, feels bad. Sprinter, chonky, Hoover. Feels bad. But it is a good time. Okay, it gets to be high. Best in slot sprinter tier. That sure is I did in so many games in 6 minutes. Yeah, so it is still a good unit. They have, yeah, Shuris, if Shuris were basically free, then they would be S plus, but because they do have drawbacks that are pretty significant in a close air game, like I don't know, they just like kind of rough. I think there's a massive difference between the level I play it and the average player. I don't know. A core T1 bomber. Core T1 bomber. All right, we'll give core T1 bomber probably B tier. Good unit. But yeah, good unit and better, and yeah, 2 levels above A. Of the daily videos. Oh, thank you, Austin. Actually, about the daily videos. Yeah, I'm pausing those for a bit to work on some other things for bar. I'm still working on bar stuff every single day. It's just there's not gonna be daily videos for a bit, probably, unless I feel like it. So it should be a few times a week. That's the plan. Or T2. Yeah, S tier. Or T2 bomber. S tier, 100%. Tigers? Tigers. Where do tigers go in here? A? I feel A. C. What about B? What about B? I never really make tigers. I do think they're pretty strong though. Drop them with light trans. Okay, you can carry. Wait, you can carry them with light trans. that's kind of strong. B plus. Okay, I give them high B. We go high B. Oh man, this is alright, this is a T2 torp launcher. Those are up there. All right, Tsar. We can. Okay, we're gonna review it. We're gonna review and make sure things are sorted out. But we need to get through them, and we're really close, boys. We're really close. We got to power through. Tsar. Oh no. Oh man, it's gonna be spicy. It's gonna be a spicy take on this one. So much left. No, there's not. A lot of these are like eco buildings and stuff. Tsar. Is the Tsar C tier? Alright, the Tsar is better than a turtle. Okay, it can't be D tier. I would make a recluse before I made a Tsar. I'm C tier. Yeah, C tier. A tier for noob lobbies. Yeah. Noob lobby. Noob lobby is probably like A or S tier. Better than duck. Yeah, I agree. It is better than a duck. S plus for team killing. True. Yeah, Tsar C tier. 100%. All right, we're zooming, boys. We're zooming. Banisher. I would put Banisher in the same place as Tsar. They're a lot more buildable now that you can kite with them, but they're not special to me. Banisher better. Yeah, I would rather have Banishers. I don't think they're that awesome. Thugs are pretty high A. You think low B? Think low B for Vanisher versus R? Low B. Let's look at the low Bs. Low Bs. Yeah, okay. Low B. Thug A tier though? Thug, thoughts? Thug high A. Trimmer's above them, but Trimmer has aura. Why is Trimmer above them? Okay, Trimmer gets to be last B. Only I knew Bar from Brightworks cast, you think Tsar was S+. It is great. Yeah, Thug Life, true. Thoughts? Thug's generous amount of aura going for it is a great time. Tier 3 hover. Okay, arm. Okay, no, wait. Arbiter. Arbiter, A tier. Arbiters are very strong. They're very squishy, but they're good. We're gonna speed run some of these. Wait, this is a bed bug. This isn't a scuttle. Bed bugs are A tier. We are okay. Tier 3 hover, D core tier 3 hover, arm tier 3 hover. Just kind of behind it. For some reason I like the core. Tier 3 hover. I think sprinter tier. I could be convinced that there's sprinter tier. No, but you do need these to kill subs at T3. Watch the whole first game and you're still doing tier list. Dude, the tier list is, there's so many units, man. I'm trying. We're zooming, boys. We're going. All right, pop up. It's like the same. It's cool because it's plasma. Sharpshooters. Sharpshooters are probably middle high A tier. Snipers. Very good. Even into late game. Shell dongs. They are, I give them, they're probably about in there. A tier as well. High A. Gunslinger, dude, feels bad. Honestly, Gunslinger is like, Gunslinger has tremendous aura, so it gets to be, I don't know, man. Low C, yeah. Feels Gunslinger, man. Fiends. Wait, no, Wolverine. Where is Shellshocker? Shellshocker's B tier. Wolverine is probably like low A. Low A. Gremlins. Gremlins are very good. Honestly, they're very good and people don't build them. They're going to be A tier as well. Middle A tier for Gremlin. Fiends. Fiends are, not going to lie, Fiends are terrible. Probably shouldn't be building them. Fiends are D tier. They're too much money. And they're squishy. Could be Sprinter tier, but they're just better than Sprinters, so. Self-Ding Fiends, yeah. That makes them somewhat usable. Do I like Fiends as much as I like Ducks? I like them similarly. Maybe it's C tier. All right. Tumbleweed. Okay, we have the Bedbug in A tier. Spybot. D tier. Doggo. D tier. Welder. Welders are very strong. Low A. Low A for Welder. Spybot's key component of Nuke Rush. Yeah, so it still has a use. It's just D tier. Fat Boy. Lots of aura. But it's terrible and you shouldn't build it. So yeah, it's Sumo. It's like Ritz with the Sumo, man. Sorry, Glitters players. Stop building them. See, because it stalls a lot. It's true. That is fair enough. Yeah. Okay, I'll put it with a Czar. It's a very Czar-like unit. Fat Boy's chonky. Yeah. Fat Boy has plenty of aura. Fat Boy's like S tier. Oh my gosh, freaking bacon, dude! I swear. Weber on guard. Weber is B tier. Sprinter is Sprinter tier. Pawns are OP. Wherever grunts are, they're gonna be above them. Pawns are OP. They've been OP for a while. Jags are not S plus like they were. They're just S tier now. Bulls are what, C tier? I never make them. They're a fortune. They're D-gun food half the time. I don't know, man. Ticks, yeah, ticks are just S plus. Easy tick tier. Ticks are super good. All right, we have rocket bots. Centurions. So Centurions are Weber plus widgets are OP. I bet they are. All right, so Centurions would be, they can't be S plus because they're not cheap enough for that. Bulls are better than tigers. You think bulls are better than tigers? I don't know, man. In some ways, yeah. In other ways, not really. So Janus are super easy to use compared to Centurions. I don't think they can be in the same tier. Centurions also take a ton of micro and like repair and stuff, so they probably are high A. They're a lot harder to use. You can get a ton of value out of them, but because it's not like free real estate like the Janus, then yeah, I don't think it can get any better than A tier for the Centurion. All right, maces. I feel like maces and thugs are very similar, but the maces are just slightly worse. A little worse. These we'll just put these down here. Medium tanks where medium tanks go. In the don't build them area. Redo the entire list. You need to give. Okay, well you better get started. Vanguards. Vanguards are S tier. Just early T2 unit you build, yeah. Yeah, bulls do not feel like units that are are nice to build to me. Vanguard though, S tier. Don't like Vanguards. So Vanguards, I didn't used to like them because catapults existed until they gave them way too much range. And now it's like a high S tier. Okay, we did the spy bot. Scuttle. Okay, Scuttle. We had it up in S plus. I don't know. It is expensive. It does have trade-offs, drawback. Okay, we're gonna put it in S. Katas are, dude. Katas are. They're this. Ain't no way. I'm not putting them in S plus. I freaking love Katas. They're sick. Yeah, dude. Katas are going straight to S plus. Behes. They are super slow, but they are pretty hard to kill. Is that wall on S? Yeah, it is. Yeah, walls are S. S plus. Razor. Razor is like B tier. Yeah, wall tier. True. I don't really like building razors. They're really expensive and squishy, and a lot of T2 stuff bullies them. They just don't really hold up. You know. That's my thoughts. High B tier. Yeah, like mammies, dude. Freaking mammies, bro. You just munch on razors. There's a reason why mammies are up here, man. Pounders. Pounders are very good. Can you compare razors to mammoths because they're completely different units? Sure you can. They're anti-spam, and people try to kill my mammies with their razors and they die. And mammies are way cooler. Sure you're not NS? Nah, it's A. Pounder, A tier. Amphib tank? Amphib tank feels B tier. It's usable. Wasps. Wasps also B tier. Usable. Nothing special. Dude, this overlay space is killing me, man. I'm going to unpin these. Has Pounder higher rank than Shuri? I mean, Pounders are, they're right. They're up here. We're gonna finish sorting them in a sec. We're almost there. Lich B tier. Give it a middle B. We're just gonna go with gut feel. That way we can get done with this, and then we're gonna go through and fix the sorting. This is just like one level above the core one. The Cormorant. One level above the core torpedo bomber. Where is it at? Core torpedo bomber. It was probably C tier. Had to be. Where did it go? I'm blind. Bottom of B? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Yeah, then it's A. Then it's A. Because the torpedoes turn better. It's just much easier to use and get in and out. Okay, we're zooming. Puffins. I think we already had that one in there. Marauders. Very strong. I give it low S. Low S tier. Marauder very strong, dude. Arm Torp Bomber is better than the core one. The core one, it's just that the arm one is so easy to use compared to the core one. Like you can just fly in, drop them, and leave. And the core one just, yeah, it's more committal. Harder to hit and run. We did chainsaw, we did resbot, we did amphib tank, we did dragons. Dragons are, where are dragons, boys? D? The OP. Dude, dragons S tier, dude. D tier? Yeah, dragons are D tier. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that seems legit. Kargs? High A. Okay, Kargs. Are Kargs S tier? Does that look right to you? S tier and F8? Nah, dude. Unit cap too strong. You build dragons when you're super rich. Exactly. No, I agree. I've made 100 dragons and won a game. I totally understand. On glitters, like, or whatever. Yeah, there is a time and a place to make a dragon, but as like in any general sense, like you should never make them. Yeah, I like Kargs a lot. Kargs are really good. People sleep on Kargs for some reason. I don't understand that at all. Yeah, that's super weird. They have AA. They eat spam. They're all terrain. Katas can stand behind them and they don't shoot them in the back of the head. Like what? Like part of me wants, they're like up here. They're super good and they're cheap. Yeah, light A. Oh yeah, I've killed so many planes with a clump of cars, dude. Yeah, they're really good. People need to, yeah, people need to use them. All right, we're good. We're good. Rascals. Holy heck. Low A. We're just gonna do whatever the lasher was. Medium tank. Please stop building them. And mine layer. I don't really care to put mine layer anywhere. Thors are what? Thors are, they're C tier. They aren't EMP-able. Are they? So they're above, they're better than jugs. They're more buildable than jugs. Maybe they should be B tier. B tier? I feel like low B. I never make them. They do kill things. And they do have a lot of HP. And they're useful in that they can't be stunned. Yeah, jugs. Jugs are feeling more like D tier to me. Based on the units that I've put down here, jugs should probably be down here as well. All right. Did we do it? These are so good. The CT2. Professor Bar would get mad at me for rating jugs solo. Dude, jugs are terrible. Dude, these things are nuts. These T2, the T2 water gun things. The core one too. I would put it in the same place. All right, flak check. We did flak check. Okay. We did, boys. We did it. Oh no, except to Shiva. All right, where are we putting Shiva? And then we're gonna go through and sort this, and we got it. All right, where are we gonna put Shiva? That is the question. Shiva boys. All right, Volshok says S or A tier. We have A tier. Let's just compare these. We have high A. S tier. Okay, we have S Corona Bacon S plus tier. Let's just think about it. It's literally the best T3. Oh my. A or S, but not plus. Kick bacon. I put 3 sumo or grunt in front, and then it kills the 3 sumo or grunt with friendly fire, right? Is that what you were gonna say? S or A, but it depends on map. Sprinter tier. Okay, we have between S plus and plus and sprinter tier. It's only worse than the long range T3. Need proper pair and manual fire. I mean, dude, manual fire? Are you manually firing these things? That seems like it's expensive. All right, if we put it in, is it C tier? Sprinter for rage bait? Is it sprinter tier? Is that where it belongs? Is that the right place? Is that like on one side or the other of Commando? Is that where it belongs? I don't know, man. Shiva sprinter tier. Let's look at these. So we have termite above Commando. When are we building these? I mean, I can't think of the last time I built a Shiva, bro. I think I've made more termites than I've made Shivas. I'm pretty sure. Played enough Rotato. I've played plenty of Rotato. And I'm still astonished when people make Shivas. Unironically. They also make nuke bombers in Rotato. That also blows my mind. Shivas are good on Supreme too. Shivas are good, like medium tanks are good on Supreme. Best T3 in 1v1. Okay. The Shivas are good in 1v1. You just need to get good. Okay. Shivas are good. Okay. Shivas are amazing. I'm just a hater. I might just be. Okay, we're going to leave them there for now. All right. We got to sort every tier and then make sure they make sense. Resbot. Is the Resbot the best unit in the game? We'll come back to Shivas, don't worry. Resbot, best unit in the game? That seems pretty indisputable. Yeah, Resbot OP, dude. Resbot needs his own tier? Yeah. Shivas have no aura? True. Absolutely. They have negative. Shivas do have negative aura, which is important. We've talked about how some units have more aura than others, but Shivas have negative aura, so it definitely doesn't have that going for it. Wall, T2 wall, Titan. These are all freaking insanely OP units. He's S+. If take is S, why is Rover so low? Just because Rovers cost so much. And you have to have a vehicle lab. Scuttles, Kargs. Mammy over Kata. Dude, it's like picking between my children. What is negative R? Oh, an aura. It's like a zoomer word. A-U-R-A. You can Google it. It's a meme. Yeah, I'll go get Big Nugget. I'm sure she'll be very cool with me waking her up and picking which one of these is best. We need to clarify the ranking. We are clarifying the ranking, Hamoud. Is it Mammy or is it Kata? Probably This is like an overall ranking. Nuke better on straight than other maps? I don't think so. It just depends on the map. I think that the nukes are very cheap for what they are on any map. On rotato maps, land is bigger threat. I see nukes all the time. I would say I see nukes more in rotato than I do in Supreme. Pretty sure. Pretty sure on that one. Or very, very similar. Overall ranking, then EMP is too high. I like EMP and S tier. I agree. Butler S tier. For something that can only make wind. There's no world where EMP launchers are lower than EMP launchers? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Nuke launchers? EMP launcher? No, I think there is. I think there is. Yeah, nukes are so cheap. It's the occasion to use an EMP launcher. I don't think EMP launchers don't like delete entire bases. They're very strong, but they're not as underpriced as a nuke is. Only when I know, I'm just saying. Butlers are very good. We'll keep them in S tier. All right, Scuttle, Karg. Do these make sense for the tier? I would put Marauders above Vanguards. Yeah, EMPs are still strong. Don't worry. They're still they're high A. High A. But for the interval that I see them, they're not, I don't really feel like that makes sense. Salads should be lower. We don't think salads are S tier. The tier 2 unit that you can get in a T1.5 lab. They used to be S+. I would say I could see them being high A. They used to be S or higher. Pre-nerf? What about pre-nerf? What do you think? Belchuk, do you remember what they were like before they were nerfed? Because that was crazy. Yeah, that was they're like I'm gonna put them in they're S-. They're insanely good. Yeah, pre-nerf was nuts. Like but now that they actually cost E to build, which is pretty revolutionary as far as balance goes. But they're still insanely good. Top of S tier, yeah, they're like right next to Resbot pre-nerf. Like it's a straight up T2 unit that you can build in a T1.5 lab. It is absurd. All right, I feel fairly good about S tier. Let's go A tier. Tell me what button it is to delete a row of blueprinted buildings. Yeah, you just make a square and then you highlight. You just like click, hold like Alt or hold Shift and then drag, and then it'll just delete them. All right, A tier. Pounders A tier. Pounders don't feel like A tier. Pounders feel like B tier. This seems okay. Are these A tier? I don't like maces. They go to B tier. Thunder solid B tier. Yeah, I agree. Pawns A tier, A tier, A tier. This all looks very A tier to me. A tier. All right. Yep. Radar, jammer. We got gremlins. Gremlins are very strong. We got T1AA bot. Stop sleeping on it. For OP. The T2 ones maybe worth building now, but I don't know. Nettles are A tier. People don't build them. I don't understand that. They're practically free. LLTs. Yeah, we got bed bugs. High emotional damage. Factor. Czar C question mark. What? I knew that was gonna happen. Welders are good. These are good. Is T1 wall on the list? T1 wall is right here. It's right next to Resbot. T1 wall is S+, true. Yeah. T1 wall is S+, right where it belongs. Tumbleweeds are goated? Yeah. Yeah, T1. Yeah, bedbug. T1. Bedbug. Tumbleweed. A tier. Large amount of aura. Very important. Emotional damage score very high. This is a supreme tier list. Nah, bro. No, it's just the problem is people that play glitters don't understand how bad Zars are. That's the problem. Map with water. Nah. This is across any map. I'll put any of these units in this ranking across any map. All you gotta do to kill a Zar is make the units that kill Zars. And you can make those units when Zars can be made. And you can make them before Zars can be made. And you cannot die to the Zar. And then the Zar is useless. And then they spent all their metal on the Zar. And then it just feels bad. Kami inflates the Zar? 100%. Totally agree. Yeah, people have PTSD from Zars because they didn't also Kami the Zar. And so they lose everything. This feels bad. Yeah, because it turns out if you're on T1 and you don't have a Zar and the other team does have a Zar, then you feel really bad about that. And that's understandable and you should be dead. But it doesn't make the Zar good. It just means that you're getting bullied by a superior unit that you don't have any sort of similar power level to. Tumbleweeds are only second highest Aura bomber. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I feel good about A. Thoughts on A, boys? Thoughts on A? We feel good about A? I think LLT top of A. I feel that. Yep. Yeah, that's good comms. I like that. Possible to push into a Zar. The wall. LLT is S tier. It's high. I give it high A. All right. B tier, Razor, Mace, Pounder, Tiger. What else? T2AA, we got Bulwark in here, Radar Planes, E1 Figs. Fatboy is C. Yep, Fatboys are terrible. Please stop making them. I don't understand that. Fatboys are the same. They have the same problems Zars have. That people keep building them for no reason. What else? T1 Bomber high A. Core T1 Bomber. I feel like high B. I wouldn't give it high A. But not low B. Nuke Bomber. I would give it middle high B. GG, yes, GG Volshock. That was way cheaper than Ethan Zar. It's true. Zar, they're okay at stalling a little bit. And if you're like super AFK, they'll own you. What else? Stiletto, B tier. Yeah, this all makes sense. It's like a weight lifted off my shoulders. I've wanted to do this for so long. We're close. C tier, Recluse, Zar, Fatboy, Duck. I mean, these are just right at home, right next to each other. Zar better than Fatboy? Thoughts? T2 transport? Well, we have the Abductor up here. We have Abductor up there. The core T2 one is it doesn't stun things. Yeah, with a comm in it, it is S tier. Totally agree. But it's brought down. The comm dropping is reprehensible. Reprehensible behavior. And for me, I don't do it. So I think I'm gonna leave it right here. Bull. Okay, bulls. Bulls. Do I like bulls more than I like these? I think I do. I do think I like bulls more than these. Fiends. There's somewhere in here. Do I like yeehaws better than these? No, I don't. It's really sad. I wish I could. R2 and bombers so low. They are good. They're high B. Wait, where is the demon? Wait, are demons not in here? Demons are D tier though. Or maybe C tier. Are they C or C tier? They're down here. Demons are like C or D. But I don't think they're in the list. Feels not in the list, man. Same rank as a fiend. Yeah, demons down in here. For sure, yeah, it is I never build them. Basically never build them. Old tier list, yeah. Okay, we feel good about C, D tier, Sumo. We got Roughnecks, Turtles. D tier, D tier, D tier. What else? Jug, Dragon. I would make a Dragon before I made a Jug. Poison Arrow, maybe C tier. Where did we put Poison Arrow? Where did it go? How are medium tanks D tier? Because they're terrible. They're terrible. Top of D tier? I don't know. I don't like that. We'll put them right there. Poison Arrow? Yeah, Poison Arrow. I don't know, man. I feel like Poison Arrow is pretty bad. The reason so medium tank top of D. Dude, I'm blind. Where did I put Poison Arrow? We're talking about AV8. Turtle. Oh, it's right here. Okay, no, I feel like it's fine right there. RSC playing gunships just because like the range of time that they're viable is so low. Hounds are sprinter tier, aren't they? Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no, fair enough. My bad. True. I never build them. True. I don't know how they got in there. My mistake. Yeah, definitely. Hounds are sprinter tier. True. I agree. Yeah, they need to fix the doggo in game. Let's see. All right, yeah, medium tanks. The problem with medium tanks, the reason why they're D tier, is that people keep building them. The other reason is people keep building them and then feeding them to the other team. And they do this with such uniformity. And they are on my team when they do it, that it makes me cranky. And so I'm going to put them in D tier. Please stop feeding the other team with medium tanks. Pretty please. D for D ranking. Not the units part, yeah, but yeah, it is, but also like I just don't have the occasion to build them either. That's the other problem. People feed medium tanks in the most biblical way and then fail to get value with them in spite of how much value they think that they're going to get with them. In spite of all that value and all of the numbers in their spreadsheets that are telling them to make medium tanks, when they feed them to the other team because they are so expensive and don't do any damage and can't hit anything, and then wonder why, then I don't know how to help you. They're D tier. I'm just out of spam, true. Yeah, they're D gun food. They're D gun food as well. D tier, D tier, D tier. This all seems okay. I'm okay with D tier. Sprinter tier. All right. All right, boys. All right. Okay. Okay. Sprinter tier. What is the best worst unit in bar? Out of these, what is the best worst unit? Where's Quaker? It's A tier. Quaker's A tier. Above Mauser. Because Aura. Very important. It's in its own tier, but we just... You're trying. So Shiva's... Printer? Are Shivas the best worst? Are they the best worst unit in bar? That might be. Sprinter being true. It's so true. Sprinter is the sprinterest unit in the sprinter tier. Mines are great. Mines cost a ton of E. Maybe medium mines are C tier. I would consider making a medium mine. Maybe even the heavy. I'll put those in C. You're converting your E, yeah, but your E, that E gets turned into metal, and this E just sits there sucking away my economy. Sprinter glazing's bannable, true. All right, Shiva, best worst unit in bar. The thick boy hover. We have Hound. We're gonna put Hound down here just for sorting purposes, just so it's easier. And then for seaplane. Wait, this is the floating heavy mine. Okay. Sea wall. These are so bad. These are all so bad. The Cutlass, yeah, this is the seaplane gunship. The core seaplane gunship, it's so bad. It is so incredibly bad. A Hornet enjoyer. I like the Hornet. It's just 1250 metal, man. They're repairable, dude. Okay. Hamoud over here playing Ace Combat. Tanky? Nah, dude. No air unit really is tanky. It's like it has the dragon problem. Figs everywhere eating good tonight. Yeah, exactly. It's the dragon problem. Like you're like, oh, dragons are so strong. Oh my goodness. And then it's like five T2 fighters show up for 600 metal. 10% of the cost of the dragon, just like it evaporates. It's like, oh. Yikes. Crocs are cute. All right. I don't know how to feel about that. Commandos, termite. It's tough to rank this. It is tough. Dragons and mass. Yeah, dragons do have the critical mass going for them. Maybe I put them up here. I feel pretty good about the sprinter tier. Feel pretty good about it. Halberd feels the worst. Halberds are terrible. Halberds are definitely worse than hounds. You're a croc stan. Oh, dude, they're so bad. Can't rank this Shiva lower than the Tsar. Oh my goodness, bro. They're so bad. Actually, it was it last week? Was it 2 weeks ago? A new player might have spawned GOC, made a hover lab, and put halberds on repeat. And I'm pretty sure his opponent. Wait a minute, that was from the short. Did the PTSDs coming back? I don't know if you guys saw that short on YouTube where I'm getting bullied by Mark. I killed all of his salamanders, and freaking Mark built an LRPC on the island and killed all my stuff, and I resigned. That was the game that my GOC player was spamming halberds on repeat for about 20 minutes. It was awesome. Consider T2 AA bot D minus. Dude, that was so ridiculous, Mark. What the heck? He was just, it was like the cafeteria, bro. And he was just the feed was wild. A la carte, halberd. Man. I want to put these in, I want to put the T2AA in B tier because it is better than it used to be. And I need to make it more. I'm afraid that it's a little bit better than I think, but I don't know. I haven't made it enough. It is slow and it is still very expensive. Flak trucks, I think flak trucks are S tier, aren't they? Yeah, flak trucks are S tier. Yeah, they're up here. Flak trucks are very good. They are very good. All right, I feel good about this. I feel good about it. All right, I have to zoom out. Where's the Oh my. Download image. Let's go. We got him.